Hello my friends and welcome, my name is Dennis and this is the latest update from Ukraine. Let's start from the recent news and events. We got the information from our intelligence services that the Russian officials based in Kherson fled that territory and now they're on their way to Crimea. It means that Russia is prepared to evacuate everyone from this area. I told you about this possible scenario this week and I think it will happen, my friends, and then I'm not sure about it, maybe even next week. Russia tried to send new reinforcements from the new mobilized soldiers, but what they've done nothing. Practice showed that the new reinforcements made it even worse for Russian army in this region. With the lack of training, discipline and morale, new mobilized soldiers start to run in any kind of the worst scenario, artillery fire or counterattack from Ukrainian side. Then experienced Russian soldiers usually stay in cover. The new soldiers start to run across the battlefield, uncovering the position of the Russian forces and actually helping Ukrainian artillery to target Russians. And this information we have from the Russian media resources, and they also tell that the management of the Russian army say that it's useless to send them to this region of Kherson and it's better to withdraw from this area to save troops because the supply lines are cut and improper supplying during the winter time may lead to catastrophe of the Russian group near to Kherson. So as I say to you, I give 80% for that scenario. By the way, my friends, we have a sponsor for today's video. The sponsor of today's video is Atlas VPN. Why do I think it's the best VPN on the market? First of all, it has the best price and product quality ratio. I signed up for the 3 years offer and I pay just $1.99 per month, and for that I got the best military encryption standard protocol available for VPNs. And because of the multiple devices support from a single account, I'm sure that my laptop, my iPad and my smartphone are well protected. And just recently then I was sitting in a local cafe using the public Wi-Fi. I got the warning from Atlas VPN that someone tries to reach my YouTube channel and Google account. That is why I changed the password and immediately disconnected from that network. That security monitoring is not available for many VPNs and luckily Atlas VPN got it. You may hear that English is not my native language, so I constantly studied. How I study, I just basically watch the Netflix series and some of them are not available in my country. That is why I switch on the Atlas VPN to watch my favorite series. With Atlas VPN, you simply don't have any limits or any kind of restrictions. Atlas VPN may help you to avoid the price discrimination, so by changing your virtual location, you may purchase, for example, airline tickets with a great discount. Atlas VPN is blocking annoying ads, it restricts the government access to your accounts, and also you are unreachable for hackers. Awesome. Right now Atlas VPN is running a huge discount. It means that you can get a 3 years offer for just $1.99 per month with a 30-day money-back guarantee. This offer is time limited, so get your deal by clicking the link in the video description just below and join the club. We have a long-term partnership with Atlas VPN and they help my channel and also Ukrainian people. So thank you Atlas VPN for sponsoring this video. This video was filmed in Belarus and Russia sent reinforcements to Belarus. I don't know what is happening. Belarus sends their reinforcements to Russia. Russia sent their vehicles to Belarus. It's some kind of mix, and from officials of Belarus they say that Russia will send around 20,000 soldiers on that territory. I still don't think that Belarus will enter this conflict or war, it's better to say, in Ukraine, but we are 100% ready for that scenario. And my friends, be sure that they will be demolished by Ukrainian army because we keep our separate group to protect our border. And I see that they have some sort of the new marking on those vehicles. And the train, well, they carry mostly tracks, engineering equipment and some other stuff, and Belarus has sent tanks to Russian side. United States have asked European partners to increase financial help to Ukraine. It's also a move, I think, the most support we have from United States as well as with our neighbors like Poland, Latvia, Lithuania, Estonia, obviously UK, and this time we have awesome help from Germany military help with Panzerhaubitze and IRIS-T anti-aircraft and anti-rocket system. And France will send to Ukraine air defense systems Crotel. They are not long-range air defense systems, but the middle range for now is enough to protect some sort of the cities. And the bad news we have for Ukraine that we lost 2 of the S-300 systems. They were together and it was some sort of the Russian attack of the rocket, or maybe the kamikaze drone. Sorry, I wasn't able to find the video for this video for you to watch it, but my friends, we lost 2 of the S-300s and it's bad. I wonder who put 2 of the systems together at one field at one point. Maybe it was even betrayed. We have the report from the British intelligence. They say that Russia is unable to produce the precision rockets like cruise missiles, calibers, and many more with the quantity that they need. And that is why Russia asked Iran to help with ballistic rockets. And from the Washington Post article, I'll show it to you later on, Iranian side agrees on that contract and will provide Russia with sophisticated long-range missiles. It's a very bad sign for Ukraine, but I think in that case we should ask for more military help from Western allies with a similar equipment, military rockets. Here we have the data comparison and characteristics of 2 air defense systems. On the brown side, you can see NASAMS system. On the right-hand side, you can see IRIS-T. It's in Ukrainian, but in general, I would say that IRIS-T is more sophisticated. Yes, it's much newer. So NASAMS was designed in 1994 and IRIS-T 2017. So brand new system, and even Germany hasn't got it in their army. So we will have it first. What I like here that the targeting range of the IRIS-T system is up to 40 kilometers. In case of NASAMS system is just 25, and IRIS-T system may identify 1,500 targets at the same time. In case of NASAMS system, just 60. So 60, 1,500. It's a crazy difference. And the most of the data goes in favor of IRIS-T. The rocket is more faster for the NASAMS system. It's much faster, but the rest I think is better for IRIS-T. It's the best middle range anti-aircraft and anti-rocket system that the world has nowadays. Iran continued to say that they do not supply drones to Russian Federation, but we see them here in Ukraine. We shut them down. Those are Iranian drones. Russia doesn't have those technologies, and we saw how those drones were delivered from Tehran using Ilyushin-76 cargo airplane. We saw many photos of those drones in Russia itself. So why they continue to say that they're not supplying Russia with drones is just crazy. We got the air sirens today again because of those MiG-31 airplanes were spotted in Belarus, and they may carry caliber hypersonic rocket, the most sophisticated rocket that Russia has. So firstly, they accelerated on this very fast airplane and then launch it to reach the hypersonic speed. And this is the Washington Post article. Iran plans to send missiles, drones to Russia for Ukraine war, officials say. So it's been confirmed by some of the resources, media resources. So I do think that they will provide Russia with those rockets, and United States and Western allies should help Ukraine in that case. This is the Ukrainian statistics, and more or less it's real, and 65,000 Russian soldiers were liquidated here in Ukraine. Imagine how many injured personnel Russian army has. The United States National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan today said that they are not going to slice the salami in differentiating between possible Russian uses of nuclear weapons in Ukraine. So it doesn't matter of the tactical weapons or big strategic weapons, United States would, I hope, react to that. Yes, the probability still exists that Russia may use nukes here in Ukraine because their Tsar is just crazy. Imagine Hitler in his bunker with the red button, he would obviously use that one. So Putin may be put in that scenario that he will use nuclear weapons in Ukraine, but the outcome of that should be devastating for him and his relatives, his people, and Russia itself. In that case, he might not use that red button. And I think the good counter-reaction probably would be to provide Ukraine with nuclear weapons. Yes, it could be hard for our Western allies, but that may level this threat of the world to go to the third world war, which could be nuclear. And this Bloomberg article said that Putin tried to avoid using Western-made equipment for their armory, for the weapons that Russia produces, but it wasn't done, and Russia now stuck because with the sanctions applied, they cannot produce the effective weaponry. So that is why they went to the T-62 modernization to send them on the front lines. They simply don't have enough equipment for even T-72 tanks. Not saying about the airplanes and more sophisticated systems that requires new chips. They are in lack of chips as well, but probably China may provide Russia with that technologies. Not only air drones are used here in Ukraine, we'll also get those underwater submarine drones. I think those are from UK, pardon if I'm wrong. At least our guys will go to United Kingdom for the training of how to use those controlled torpedoes. I think this torpedo is very effective and can sink more of the Russian ships than you can control the torpedo. It's awesome. We have the satellite footages that Russia uncovers old MiG-29s to use on their side in this war. MiG-29s are quite old airplanes as well as for Russia, because they have sophisticated Su-34, Su-35, but they also got lots of the losses. That is why they should uncover the old Soviet-made MiGs. Those are just piece of cake for NASAMS or IRST systems. You see the tank over there? It's the Russian Proryev, the brand new tank of the Russian army, and this vehicle was targeted near to the Bakhmut. Here's the video of it. It's damaged, at least we may see it. Some smoke is ongoing from probably the engine compartment. It's on the back in the middle over here, and no one is inside from what we can see. I think it was the artillery shell coming from this side and it targeted the tank. And those are the rockets that Iran probably may give to Russia, according to the article of the Washington Post. The ballistic rocket, long range up to 700 kilometers, and shorter range ballistic rocket. Alright guys, and now let's go to this military map. The correction of the map was done recently, so don't look at it as the counteroffensive act from Russian side, just correction of this gray area. And we have report that clarification of Svatova direction and near Avdiivka. So it's the map correction, clarification. And here it was like that. Oh, sorry. It was like that before. It is now like that. So ATACMS that Russia still controls this territory. They simply cannot go on attack because they are in lack of resources. And also we have the clarification in this area. More detailed information we have, and it was like that before. And it is like that for now, so no significant changes. And for the rest of the front lines, there is no change. And just to remind you, near to Poltava, our Su-24 tactical bomber was targeted by the Russian missile that was launched from Belgorod. The airplane crashed not over Poltava city, but in this region. And we responded to that launch of the Russians. We targeted their airfield over here. I don't know what we used to target that one. Probably we might have used the HIMARS artillery system. Let's go and check if we could. Yes, 36 kilometers to Ukrainian border. And it's the precedent, my friends. Ukraine now may use Western-made or United States-made equipment to target Russian territory. And our Western friends are totally okay with it. Why is it important? Because Russians have now tactics to do something in Ukraine and go back to Russian territory. Especially it happens here near to Kharkiv. So they fire rockets from Belgorod to Kharkiv. They fire rockets to target our airplanes. And they may say, we are in a house, we are in a Russian controlled territory, you cannot attack us. But no, it's unprecedented event that happened recently. We targeted Russian S-300 anti-aircraft systems placed here in this airfield. And as for Kherson city, my friends, as I told you, we got the information that Russian officials are running away from Kherson to Crimea. It's a good sign, and I do expect that they will go away from this part of the region. Plus, we got the speculation that Russia wants to sell this part of the territory in exchange of the ceasefire from Ukrainian side, but it's not going to happen. I'm almost sure about it because they will be driven out from this part in any case. Anyways, I'm gonna keep you updated on situation here in Ukraine, and don't forget to check out the link for the Atlas VPN. I put it just in the video description below, so join this limited opportunity. Atlas VPN is the best VPN out there. My friends, I wish you a peaceful sky wherever you are. Have a great time.